On last week's episode, we got into some amazing spot and stalk wild hog hunting action. We had a couple real close calls, and then we also were able to seal the deal on a nice red sow. And on this week's adventure, we're continuing the second half of this hog hunt. So hang with us, because you just absolutely never know what we're going to get into on this South Florida cattle ranch. just shot him.
Yeah. We're not a complete pass-through.
Was it?
Yeah. The arrow's still in him.
I saw the arrow.
Covered in blood.
Yeah.
It's going right over there, that damn feeder.
That's a big boar.
Yeah, it's a big ass hog.
Yeah. I could hear the impact. I was so close. It was like 6 or 7 yards.
You were?
Yeah, I was just waiting for him to turn.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Oh, I don't care. You never know what stuff's gonna work out or not.
You said go around.
Yeah, well, I knew because he was going around.
And motherfucker, when I came right there, he was standing right in front of me. I'm like, well, I don't know where Ryan is, so I'm gonna shoot him.
Absolutely, yeah. Ain't saving him for me. I shot the last one.
I would have rather you shot that one. That's a big ass boar.
That's cool. Yeah, I ended up switching to that penetrator. Yeah, I was like, that's a big one.
That's a big hog. I did not. I thought when we saw him at first, I thought he was a lot smaller than that. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was right by a tall wax myrtle. Yep. Back.
Yeah, I see that. You would have kept walking over there.
That was a long shot. All right, so here is where we cut in, and then there's a, I mean, it's huge. There could be hogs anywhere in here, but the palmetto batch, if I had to take a guess, is probably about, I don't know, 15 or 20 acres worth of palmettos that's in here. It's just big. But what we do is we kind of cut. There's a cattle trail. Right here's cattle trail. You can probably see it. I mean, everything uses it, but cows made it. But we're going to follow this. There's fresh hog tracks on it, too. Some big ones, too. We're going to follow it around. And it basically, and the wind's perfect now because the wind's blowing that way. And so we're going to follow it around, and it goes, kind of makes a big circle. We've gotten in on hogs in here tons of times that have just been bedded up. So I'm going to go kind of slow and listen as we go. And we'll work our way all the way around. And by the time we come out on that pond, the wind should be right in our face as we're going through the woods. It should be perfect. All right, and it begins. And when you come to stuff like this, best thing to do is the trail goes up underneath it. What I've learned is if you try to sneak through it, you sound like you're sneaking. Just act like a cow or a hog and put your arms up and just walk straight through it. Don't worry about the noise. We try to avoid those spots when we can, but honestly, you're farther ahead just to make the noise and walk through it, just like a cow would or a hog would. Because if you try sneaking, they recognize that sneaking sound, so you just walk. All right, we're back to it. I just found one of my arrows. And that's got to be one of the craziest things ever, because I just shot that arrow this morning at a hog and it was nowhere near here. Like, I'm serious, nowhere near here. Like, I can't even joke about that. That was shot miles from here and it was on this trail this morning. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I was sneaking along and I heard something coming through the brush, so I just kind of held tight, and wouldn't you know it, this doe just walks right by me, then stops behind some trees, thinks that she knows something's up. I think she saw me move the camera just a tiny bit, but forgot about it pretty quick and then just moved on. And of course, it's a long way from deer season, but this was the opportunity that a guy waits for when he's deer hunting. There's two raccoons. They're mating up in a tree, and another one came running in. Still another one up here. I don't know, I just didn't. Yeah, I know there's still another one up there. And honestly, the place needs thinned out on coons. It just didn't seem right for whatever reason shooting that one in the tree. Especially when it was just trying to get its moves on. Here, I was facing the camera the wrong damn way, guys. I just shot one in the neck. I'll run up, make sure he's dead quick. He's hurt. But it wasn't like in the neck, That's what I thought I hit, but I didn't. Whew. Man, that was a heck of a stalk, guys. I can't believe I shot the hog and picked it up and faced the camera to me. I always try to get it to where you can see him running away. Man, that hog came as closest for me to it is now. I've been on this stalk for, I would say close 40 minutes. I've been following them, and I missed little black one over here, and this one did not get spooked. It was up here further, and this was like the first one that I really got after. So man, that's great. I was just patient because I just knew if they see me, they're gonna go. Wind has been perfect. There was one back here when I was sneaking up. It actually winded me and took off, and this one looked up but didn't know what was going. It didn't grunt or anything. It just ran off. And none of the other ones cared. But sure enough, just kept with them and kept with them and kept with them. And it's like you close the majority of the distance, and then you could get lucky and they close it back. And that's what it just ended up getting way too close. I didn't even hit full draw on it. I mean, I just kind of couldn't. It was like from here to as close as it is now. And it was through palmettos and all that. So, well, man, that is that is very exciting stuff. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna walk over. I think my other arrow is in the ground over here somewhere, so I'm gonna find that quick. Make sure that one's its last, but it's got lung bubbles all out of it. So, yep, there's my arrow there. Man, that is so exciting. This is the last morning I'm here, and we already did get we got a red hog. Not yesterday morning, was it yesterday morning? No, it was the previous morning. So I got 2 red hogs this trip. Whoa. So yeah, I got 2 red hogs on this trip, and I'm going back home here before too long. I may finish out the hunt. We just try to get as much hunting in as we can, but really my goal was to just get one. But after I got the first one kind of early, I was like, man, I'd like to get a second, because when I do pressure canning, I like to make it worth my time. And 2 hogs about this size are perfect for filling up that pressure canner. So, dream come true there, or wish come true. I'm gonna pull that out a minute. Yeah, it's a good long shot. There it is dead. Yep. Back half of my arrow. Guess I could maybe save that. I could actually probably 4-shaft that one and use it again. Be a little short right now. There it is. Yeah, the first one was a little black, or a little red sow. And then this one, I got us a little red boar. So, yeah, I thought I ended up hitting him there, but I was aiming here. But, I mean, I guess hit that close. it's hard to argue with any hit. But man, I didn't get in there super far, as you can see. I mean, I did. I think it pulled the arrow back out. But I guarantee you, I know I hit shoulder bone in there, because you can see my point is just raked. Just absolutely raked up. But it got in there, and there was a lot of lung bubbles there, so it must have caught the bottom end of the lungs, and probably the heart too. Heart should be right in there. Either way, that's pretty darn cool. Digging that. Well, another great hunt. All primitive stuff, stone point as you saw, sinew bowstring, an Osage bow, shooting off the knuckle, cane arrows, real sinew, pitch, whole 9 yards, and a lot of fun stalking. I mean, wild hogs are just absolutely made to spot and stalk with bow hunting equipment. And this nice eater size boar here, so he's not going to be too rank. Will be good to eat him. And that's exactly what I like to shoot. It'd be fun to shoot a big one, you know, once in a while, but the meat's not good. I mean, you pressure can it out, but still it's not as good a quality as this guy. So between this one and the sow we got a couple of days ago, we'll be stocked back up here for a little bit. So that's just terribly fun. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to keep hunting or just be, I mean, I'm pretty darn happy with 2, but there's still morning left, and it's just fun to stalk. Chances of getting another one slim, but boy, is it fun to get up on them though. Well, there it is, the secrets and science of primitive archery. And I'll tell you, for folks that are really serious about their primitive building and hunting game, and they want to go out with the absolutely most efficient stick bows and stone points and cane arrows and real natural sinew bowstrings, shooting off the knuckle, and you want to be really, really efficient with it, that book right there will teach you all the secrets and science of primitive archery. I'll walk you through every bit of it. And this place is just gorgeous. Great, beautiful morning out here hog hunting, and to get up on them and put a stock up on them and get them, and it just, that's that cliche, it just doesn't get any better than that. And that is absolutely true. So just spotting and stalking between the hammocks and seeing hogs out, man. There's a bridge that goes across the creek right here, and I was going over to cross that, and I looked all the way down, and just in between those trees I could see a black dot, and I was like, there's a hog over there. Of course, went over, and there were, I don't know, there's probably 6 of them total. And then I missed that one littlest one, which is fine, because this one turned out to be bigger, so that worked out. And man, that's just too much fun. And it's still early, so that was my first stalk of the morning. I just kept walking and found them, and it's early enough. I really want to go check another pond, and I got a good enough walk to get out of here anyway. Probably get Vass in, come help get this one out. Being out here out in the creek, I can probably just drive up to it. But yeah, I think we'll just go just a little bit further.